Morning Buzz.
Yeah. Hi there, Facebook. How are you? You know, now we're in it, right? Now this is summer. Now it actually feels like summer.
Not Not really in this room, but it feels like summer outside. Yes.
Well, I will tell you that when I walk in here first thing in the morning, it is a bit of a shock. I love the cold. I love it. I love
do
it
too.
cool. I'm like Letterman like that. You know, Letterman used to have the Ed Sullivan Theater at 55 degrees when you went in there. He wanted it cool because he never wanted to feel hot. Laura's here. She's just running around doing stuff. She'll join us in a second.
But she's not here.
But she's in the building.
All right.
No, but Kelly's
so
right. She's
just get
not
time.
here.
And Erica had to leave. So yeah. So you get it's the boys' club. It's 3 men and 2 empty chairs. That's the name of this one here. So yeah. But anyway, yeah. I come in the morning and it's pretty cold in here.
I'm okay. I prefer it cold.
Me too. Me too. Wednesday. Yeah, the weather's been great with the exception of the pollen, which is a bit of a drag for a lot of people.
I went for a power walk yesterday. There was parts of it where I was like a little overheated, but it wasn't terrible. It was near the ocean.
Yeah, it was fine.
Shade half the time, but
It was fine.
another 5 degrees, I'm out.
Yeah, I was. It got really hot when I was sorting out my T-shirts.
You doing that outside?
If you missed, no, it's a joke. It's a joke. So my wife is. If you missed the show this morning, my wife is retired and she's doing all these projects. Right, she's got every day when I go home, she's got a project, and she's doing something. And she's very good. Valerie's very good about when I come home. She knows, it's been a long day. If I get home at 1, 2 o'clock, it's been a long day. So she's like, my project. Because I'm always like, do you need help? I always ask, do you need help? And she's like, nope, it's my project. Go inside or whatever. Do whatever you're going to do. So yesterday I walked up and I walked upstairs. She was upstairs and the bedroom is destroyed in that there's clothes all over the floor, stacks of it and everything like that. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And then I realized that all of the clothes that is on the floor and the bed and even on top of the dog crate is mine. Pants, T-shirts, and apparently it was basically a closet clean-out day, which everybody loves to do the moment they walk in the house.
Could you have gotten away with saying, listen, I'll do this later tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not. I don't want this. This is not an attack.
I don't feel like it is an attack.
I'm
I'm not attacking her.
I'm removing Val.
Yeah.
If I come home and we just worked and everything, and the drive home, and I come home, and all of my, and I don't want people to get upset because they say sometimes when I say it's mine,
Yeah.
when my clothes
Yeah.
are all out and everything, and
Right.
and that would just kind of rub me wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And I would just be kind of like, this is the last thing that I want to do today,
Now,
and
look.
it is the last thing that I am going to do.
I
today.
know that some of you are rightly saying, Jesus, you don't have the hardest job in the world. I don't. I mean, and I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. Never would I say that. However, mentally, it's kind of it can be taxing. Okay, so that's all I'm saying.
And
is mentally, you just need a little bit of a
backing
break.
Greg. Nobody said this was backbreaking work.
No.
But,
Right.
coming up with ideas and everything, and the drive home, and the last thing I'd come home and be so all my stuff is out. No.
So this is how I handled it, and we covered this on the show. And I apologize if you saw it, but if we covered it on the show, I just was like, all right, let's just go through it. Let's get it done. I wanted to get it done so then I could take a break and then maybe have some lunch and then kind of relax. But I got a lot of T-shirts. I got a lot. She called in this morning, and you can hear it on the podcast. She said I had like 200 at least. Nah, that was an exaggeration. But so if you're at a Goodwill store, they're probably going to have a lot of 2X T-shirts that are coming your way. You know what I mean? Probably a lot. If you're a 2X person, you might want to head down to the Somersworth Goodwill store pretty soon. But anyway, so it's just one of those things where you come home, and I don't know how it is when you walk in the door, right? But when you walk in the door, you don't want to be launched into a project, no matter what you do for a living, right? Mm-hmm. She wasn't doing that to me. I could have said, I'm going to do this later.
Yeah.
And she would have said, fine, here's the stack. But I just did it. But Valerie always has to be busy, like Laura.
Yes.
Always has to have a project. I do not. I don't want to say I need time to do nothing, but I do. I need time to do nothing.
Yeah.
after doing this for 6 hours now, right? You know, so anyway, so yeah, that was that. So I don't know what kind of project I'm going to be walking into today. Scotty's like, if I walked in and all my clothes, you missed this, Laura, because he was very adamant about, it's my clothes. The answer is no! And he basically made a statement that is not going to happen.
No.
At Shea McMullen.
No, it's just,
you know.
If at some point I need to do it, then I will do it. But no.
Yeah. No, she was right, though. I mean, the closet was a bit of a shambles, so it's all good. It's all good. Everything's all organized now, and it'll be, I guess it's going to stay. How long do you think it's going to stay this way, organized the way it is? She separated T-shirts that have nothing on it, and then T-shirts that have stuff on it. Shorts.
That's it, Greg.
That's it.
Do you
That's
put
it.
your
That's a
5
minute.
I just got here.
Oh boy.
Greg said, time it.
5
My-
minute
time
hit.
it.
Are we going to do a
My
5-minute hit and
heart just
Scotty
dropped.
throws the
I
wow.
hate that noise because
Yeah,
I know,
it makes me think
But it
I'm late
works.
for work.
I don't
No, it's
enjoy
good.
it. I don't enjoy it either. But
I
Greg
hate
said
that noise.
5
but
minutes.
I just got here.
Yeah, it's it.
Well,
We're good.
I'm sorry.
Let me tell you what is happening on the Buzz 24/7, which we're about to record, and then you'll be able to go over and see at morningbuzz.com. I got a question about dating and going out on dates. How far would you travel? Also, we're going to talk about one of the other things. Hold on. Where is it? World Cup soccer. Talk about that, as well as a situation that involves a middle finger and a little kid. Okay, so so we're going to do that. We're going to be talking about those things and more. So if you want to slide over to the Buzz 24/7, that's going to be at morningbuzz.com. If you're a Buzz Plus member, you get it all commercial free. You get the whole show commercial free, and you can watch the whole show. So think about that. All those details are at morningbuzz.com. But we will see you over there, and if not, we'll see you tomorrow. But while you're online, play Kayla's trivia game because it's a good one today. All right, and you can win some prizes. All right.
If you're an Amazon shopper, we have a great way, for no cost, to shop and help our charity, Lend a Helping Can. Go to morningbuzz.com/Amazon and see how to add our Amazon shopping link to your phone's home screen. Then, every time you go shopping, a portion of the proceeds from the sale will come from Amazon and go to Lend a Helping Can. That's morningbuzz.com/Amazon and help lend a helping can with every Amazon shopping purchase.
Alrighty, got another trivia question for you, and we love our Laura, but she's a little bit clumsy, right? We know that. Your question today is, what daily task has Laura not injured herself doing? Is it A, loading the dishwasher, B, opening the freezer, or C, putting on bed sheets? Kind of.
It's the Buzz 24/7 at morningbuzz.com.
This is unbelievable.
Now that's what's up.
I know we don't talk politics and things on the 24/7 or on the air. We kind of leave that to your own devices, but it has been interesting watching this whole situation in Maine, and how it's gotten national attention. I think they ran all of Plattner's speech last night on CNN and Fox. I think they showed it was a big race.
Saying this is one of the seats that's up for grabs.
Yeah.
One of the Senate seats that's up for grabs. this
Right.
year.
Interesting. Certainly points on both sides of the coin that can be made. But yeah, it's your opinion. So do your thing. When it comes time, go vote. So yeah, that's all I got
Just
to say.
rock the vote.
That's all I got to say.
Remember
Everybody's
that?
got
Remember that?
their
Rock the vote.
opinions, including me. You do your thing, and you can do your thing, and I can do my thing, and we should still be able to get along.
Remember
okay?
when you put on MTV around voting time and there'd be some rocker yelling at you? Rock the vote. Got the guy from REM. We had Dave Mustaine. We had everybody. Rock the vote, baby.
It was the vote, not the boat. It sounded like you said rock the
Oh.
boat. Did it
That
sound
was
like
another
you
guy.
said rock the boat?
Don't
Yeah.
rock the boat, baby.
That
rock
was
the
that
boat.
was the Hughes Corporation. It wasn't
Yeah.
a guy. It was a band called the Hughes Corporation. Okay. Anything else you want to know?
No.
It Never Rains in Southern California was done by Gilbert O'Sullivan.
I like
you want to know that one?
I like that song.
Okay, Summer Breeze, obviously Seals and Crofts.
Summer breeze
Okay, all right.
makes me feel fine.
Okay, all right, beautiful, excellent.
I'm gonna go freaking nuts. I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna go tell the engineer that noise of that arm. I'm ready to break it off. Did you guys not hear that microphone arm?
I guess I heard it, but I wasn't.
It sends chills down my spine, and it's been so bad today.
Mine?
Yes.
Through the entire show, like it's.
Oh, I thought it was yours.
No, it's his.
Oh.
It's been.
This one's driving you crazy?
There is a there's a squeaky there.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
Really?
so bad.
Really
all
crazy?
show.
There it is.
Oh,
is that
I
driving
can't
you nuts?
take it.
Now it's like a balloon.
I can't take it. I'm done. I like.
We've lost her.
Hey, Sky, it worked.
Nice job. Why don't you do that tomorrow?
Okay, we'll do that all day.
You just got the middle finger. She's on to us.
I didn't, I didn't notice it, but she's right. It shouldn't make that noise. All right, so I'm not going to move my microphone I didn't realize that was doing that to you, and I apologize.
Morning. No, it's been
didn't
doing
know.
it for like the last month or so, little.
Who should have said something?
Well, I was like, okay, it was only happening once in a while. Today, it was so bad. By 6:05, I was cringing, and I kept
Should
okay.
have said something at 6:05.
But you can't fix it.
I know, but I
engineers
would have been cognizant of it. Not moved.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. Well, anyway, I want to
I bet
start.
if Greg put his mind to it, he could fix it.
I
the
know.
engineer is going to come in and help.
I know too. So I saw this thing, and I wanted to ask you this question. Now, if you put yourself in this position, okay? I was reading this article about people who date and people who are online and going on dates, arranging dates with people, whether they know them in their town or not. My question is, how far? Let's say you were single and you were looking to date. How far would you travel for said date? How far do you think you would go in order to meet somebody for the first time? Because the answer really surprised me.
I'm gonna say
Have you been introduced to her at all? Have you seen a picture?
You've done the online dating thing, and you've
we chatted. So we chatted.
Okay.
Yeah. This Ken Neenan is yeah.
Arm of
Yeah. Kenny, let's meet the chief engineer. Kenny, we're doing the podcast, the Buzz 24/7.
They can see you. You're on camera.
Yeah, Kenny's the
Kenny,
balls.
smile. You're on camera.
Yeah.
We have to always tell
Kenny,
everybody.
Just so you can't sue us.
All right, so now this is
I can't even.
We're recording. This is not on the air, so the FCC rules do not apply.
So we can say anything we want.
You can say anything that you want.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Kenny won't.
He won't.
Kenny's a pro.
He doesn't do it.
I almost exploded. I don't know, but the noise that's coming from his microphone arm today, I can't take it anymore.
I didn't even
needs
notice, Kenny.
something.
Do it, Greg.
I didn't even notice. He knows.
Well, she's got your back.
yeah.
But here's the nice thing.
Yeah.
She's already got a solution,
Yeah, she does.
right?
She's got it.
WD.
Yeah.
WD, just
WD-40.
do something.
I mean, we need to put WD anywhere else.
Grease it, lube,
good. Down here.
lube it up.
I got
Down there?
my knee. No, I didn't mean that. I meant my knee.
Kenny, I'm asking for your lube today.
We got the lube covered. Okay.
So Kenny,
all right.
what's going on today? Like just in the world of an engineer.
Yeah.
Like so we were talking earlier about how we were on Facebook Live talking about at the end of a show, mentally it can be exhausting.
Sure.
Kenny's day never ends.
No.
As a chief engineer, he's on call 24/7.
Yeah.
I would probably hurt myself because I hate calling Kenny if there's ever an issue at 5 a.m. All right, but if you do call Ken, any of you, if you want to call Ken, when he answers the phone and he says hello, you just say
Get to the point.
problem. just say what the problem is.
Get to the point.
How you doing?
Mike 4 fell off, snapped off its arm. I'm looking for a replacement. Where do I find the microphone?
We're not catching up about family stuff at that point, right?
He doesn't give a shit about you. He wants you to know. He just tell him the problem.
It's a flaw. It's a flaw of mine.
No,
I
it's
have
not
to-
a flaw. I totally get it.
I think it is because I love you guys dearly. You know that.
We know that. It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
But today I'm tracing wires.
Tracing wires.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Well,
Tracing wires, dumbass.
He's not drawing them on a
It's
piece
tracing
of
wires.
paper.
Why would you? It's a dumb question.
Well, here's the thing. When we built this place, or rebuilt it back in 2021?
Yeah.
Right? We have an old network, and then we put in a new network. And we haven't really isolated those. And it's creating problems with some new gear. So, in order to get rid of that old network, I got to trace all the wiring that goes to various networking devices.
So there's that wiring that's no longer being used that you got to get out of there?
Well, it actually is being used. I mean, this is inside baseball, but we've got 2 automation systems, right?
Yeah,
We've got
right,
the
right.
old
Yep.
Manchester automation.
Yep,
We've
yep.
got your new stuff here.
Yeah.
So we got to get rid of the old stuff. And or old networking stuff,
Right.
That the stuff we currently use
Right.
is connected to.
You know what I want to do? I want to do a little bit of Ask the Engineer. Nothing really crazy, so don't worry. But that's follow me with this. Follow me with this, okay? Because these little questions that I've kind of always wondered.
Oh,
so
okay.
the big tower, the biggest one we have.
The biggest one,
right,
sure.
Right. How far? Because I've heard all kinds of answers for this. That thing sways up there.
Yeah.
How far does it go back? Because this is what I heard.
Yeah.
10 feet side to side at the top of that tower on a windy day. No?
What you heard, and I know what you're referring to. That goes way back.
Okay.
I mean, decades between you and I.
Okay.
But back when we had the AM, back in the 80s,
Yeah.
we had the AM 280-foot self-supporter.
Right.
In the marsh.
Yeah.
That's the one that swayed side to side.
Now you picture
about 3 to 4 feet.
You picture climbing up there, and on a windy day, the guy's got to go up there and put the place to light bulb. I met him. He's got no thumb.
Have you ever had to replace the light bulb, Ken?
I have.
You climbed up there?
I have now replaced the top light bulb.
All right, okay. So, but you think about it. If you're up there and you're strapped in and you're locked in, right? That thing is swaying. Yeah. I'm done.
Now, HEB's tower, the one we built in the 90s.
280 feet?
That's the 500-footer.
500-footer, right.
All right?
Yeah.
So that's got the monopole at the top.
Right.
That does sway, but that's not what you're referring to in terms of what you heard in the past, right?
Okay, so how much does it sway up there, do you think?
Roughly, I would say that one maybe about 6 inches at the most.
Okay, God, thank better. Okay, 'cause
Yeah,
even that would freak me out.
Yeah, that
even
would freak me out too.
Okay,
right?
next question. I don't know if you can answer this or not. How many wireless radio signals are going through this building right now?
Wireless radio signals. Well, every one of the computers that you use, wireless,
exactly.
right?
And here's why I ask.
Yeah.
So we have a system at the house and you could check how many things are wireless.
Mine.
Yeah.
How many wireless, like Nintendo Game Boys, whatever they had, the kids had, plus every phone, plus everything that uses Bluetooth.
Headphones, sure.
The amount of radio signals going through the average home nowadays is astronomical.
If we could put a pair of glasses on to actually visualize those signals, I mean, we'd be washed in it.
Yeah, so there's no
it'd be
defined
crazy.
link to cancer or anything like that. Is with all
I wasn't
those
gonna.
signals.
Don't
let's
don't ask him that.
I'm just wondering.
I'm not a medical doctor.
But Kelly, they're going on in your own house, though,
right?
Too.
I know.
It really depends on, it really is frequency and power. How much how much energy is behind that, right? So.
Any questions? You guys think of any questions?
This is the antenna one that I that was good. He got me with the. I didn't say it was the one on top.
Of all the pieces of equipment that we used, the radio has used, which one do you miss the most?
What, the former equipment that, that
anything
we've discarded?
that we've used in our career. Kenny started just after I did, so he's been here as long as I have, just about. Yeah, almost exactly, actually.
Yeah.
And I miss the reel-to-reel tape decks.
That's funny you say that. I was going to say the 80X because it was such a
8-track digital training system.
That 10 gig drive.
Yeah.
That you were a master at, by the way. That Pacifica Pacifica Recorders 80X.
Yeah.
The first digital workstation for radio.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
They said
I missed it. What was the touch screens that we had?
Enco.
I remember.
That's right. Enco.
Yeah.
Enco Dad.
Like if Greg was somewhere and he was doing a broadcast and he'd start to talk and like you thought he was, or he's going to commercial, you push the button.
Yeah.
And Greg talks for like another 10 or 15 seconds and you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, then
We thought we were so clever with touch screens. I'm not sure they were really
to give
meant
you
for
an
our
idea,
studios.
For this 8-track digital. I know this is all behind the scenes, but look, a lot of you people tell us that you like to hear the behind the scenes stuff. So maybe this is interesting. But so they had this ADX 8-track digital recording station, and you could make colors on it. It was great. I sang songs and mixed everything together. It was great. Loved it. They sent me to Hollywood, San Francisco to train on it. But anyway, so they gave it to us, and I said, how big is this thing? How much memory does it have? And they said, it's got 10 gigs. You'll never use that much.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's
Your
nothing.
phone
I know.
has like what
128?
250.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
really,
it's amazing.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Just for perspective, But yeah, I a little ask the engineer stuff. I've always kind of
That was fun.
I've always kind
I
of
like
wondered
that.
about that. You
Yeah.
know. That-
Well, it's nice to be, interacting with humans these days. It's fairly rare. So
I know.
thanks for that opportunity.
But
And
Kenny's different. You know it, and I know it. The engineers are a certain breed. It takes a certain breed to be able to do this. Kenny's like way cooler than most engineers.
well, thank you.
How many
I
how many
appreciate that.
stations are you basically? I don't want to say in charge of, but like, are you covering these days?
Right. I'm a. Excuse me. Where's the talk? The cough.
Yeah,
You
doesn't
installed
work.
it.
That's right. I know. But I don't use it. It's way up here. Way up here.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
I have to do this.
But yeah, sorry. We can relocate those at some point. I'm a regional engineer,
Yes.
so it covers, New Haven,
How many stations,
Providence.
number-wise?
I don't know. I mean, Boston,
Yeah.
New York now. It's a bunch.
Kenny has flown to emergency areas
Yeah, we know
to help
that.
radio stations
Yep.
get back on the air after storms and stuff like that. That's the level we're talking with this guy. Okay.
But no, I'm part of a team, right? And we all have kind of our home markets.
Yeah.
But we surge our resources when they're needed.
Gotcha.
When they're needed.
Yeah.
So
He's also an actor and a musician. Just thought I'd throw that in there, and a good one. I don't want to kiss your ass.
I hear you. No, thank you.
I mean, I may need stuff done,
Agree.
and when I call you early in the morning, I'm like, he said I was a good actor.
A lot of people
You know what I
don't
mean?
realize Kenny wrote "Achy Breaky Heart"
Yep, that was his.
back in the day. That was his.
I'm not sure that was true, but
Don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart, and I don't think you understand. And if you break my heart, my achy breaky heart, you might just in this man. Can you need it?
all right, guys, I'll get the WD-40.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Patty. I appreciate it. No, those are things that those things,
that
those
was fun.
behind the scenes things. I'm interested.
And Kenny was upset because he thought we were going to be using the lubricant that Kelly had in his bag for that.
You know that, and this is the God's honest truth too. He's not in the room anymore, but that's a job that never ends. That's a job I'd never want because it never ever ends.
You're always on
ever.
call.
And so those like it's along the lines of the power line guys or men and women that work the power lines. It never stops. There's always something. So appreciate them when you work with them and you show some patience. We all get impatient when something isn't working. But yeah, so
30 minutes to me was
that would be
the-
good.
because
That would be
I
good.
always looked at it as okay, so the date does well and this starts something. Do you want to work all day?
Yeah.
And then like you go home and then the person says, "Hey, why don't you come over for dinner tonight?" And you got to get in the car and drive another hour. No.
So they wouldn't travel more than 30 minutes for a first date. 38% have even admitted to passing on a potential match because of the distance. I just was like, when I thought Northern Maine and Connecticut, that's 3 hours for both of them.
Right.
Each way.
They could be doing the weekend thing if you have weekends off.
Yeah,
you know.
I think they were that particular time, and she was gorgeous.
And maybe they progressed.
that girl was-
and
But you
young
can
lady
probably
was,
find somebody closer that will do other things.
Gorgeous.
That is.
Okay, thank you, Scotty.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
It is
if
don't
they send
always,
you a picture of the beef.
Yeah. And Greg, don't always shoot for a 10. Don't. When you shoot for a 10, sometimes you get a lot of drama.
Fours try
Don't
really
be
hard.
I mean, yeah. Don't be afraid to girl with an extra finger or
Why-
something.
why-
It's all good. I sat my nephews down a long time ago.
Are you
I go,
listening
"Listen,
to
guys."
this?
I go, listen. Don't always shoot for. Everybody wants to be with Miss Popular. Don't
All right.
shoot for the other girl.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
A couple of those girls
Okay,
that work on a farm.
Scotty. Okay. Thank you.
They got farm hands.
Look, let me tell you something. Roadkill at morningbuzz.com. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I had nothing to do with that discussion, and I don't want to hear it. The other thing I was going to ask about is apparently there's a debate online about apparently a video of somehow. There was an incident where the mother of a 7-year-old girl confronted a man at a grocery store who called her kid rude after she flipped him off for moving too slow. So the 7-year-old kid gave the old guy the finger, flipped him off for going too slow. What do you do if your kid flipped off. I know what I'd do if my kid flipped off
Discipline
someone.
your kid right away. Sure, but
Anybody.
what if the other parent doesn't discipline them? What do you do? I don't know.
I mean, there's been situations where I've seen Dylan flip off somebody, but I think they deserved it. Is that
Okay,
bad?
so-
I
but
don't do
no,
it, but he
okay,
learned
so
some bad
I'm-
habits.
I'm
But you could
I'm
say,
somewhere.
don't do that.
I'm
Okay.
somewhere and I see your son and I do something that like either offends him or something, and he flips me off, and I look at him, but then I look at you. What are you gonna go? Are you gonna go, Dylan? Or are you gonna go?
Well, it depends if you deserved it or not.
Well, but even if he did, when you say that's not the way to express yourself, Dylan, maybe
Not
we shouldn't
if
have
you
given him the
deserved
finger.
it. Not if you deserved it.
You realize that's probably not going to be what most people would say.
Yeah, and that's
for
fine.
an answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's 11. He knows whether or not you deserve it or not.
And I'm not,
He
and
knows.
I'm not going. I don't want it to be. I'm going after you because I always said to the girls, there's places that you can swear and there's places you can't swear. If you fall down the stairs, saying "oh darn it" isn't usually what you say. But I mean, if you're at school and you say how you really feel,
Right.
you could get. There could be consequences.
And he knows that. So we're in the car the other day. There's a green light arrow, but this driver in front of us has no idea what they're doing. They stop. So I have to slam on my brakes. The person behind me, I honk at the guy in front of me. The person behind me honks because he's about to rear end me because the guy just stops. Dylan's like, what the F is this idiot doing? I had the same thoughts, Dylan. It didn't bother me. I'm not
Yeah.
going to be like, you can't curse him.
Right.
He stopped in the middle of the road on a green arrow. And I'm like,
The thing that you deal with now is the fact that language is everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's a difficult thing to control because they're not, they may not be using it in front of you, but they are when you're not. Most of the time, right? I'm sure there are kids that don't, and that's fine. But this situation, apparently, the girl supposedly gave him the finger because he was moving too slow and he was in her way. So the mother confronts the man when he says, "You're rude," to the girl. And he admits, she said, "Did you just call my daughter rude?" And he's like, "Yeah, I did. I am old." And he did admit to being old and kind of slow. And he was pretty chill. He wasn't like...
I would yell at Dylan if he did it for somebody going slow.
Yeah.
And,
Right, right.
But if it's a situation where the person's acting like an idiot, like if somebody stands on a motorcycle on the seat and does a wheelie down the road, and
That's what
then
happened.
I'm like, I'm with him.
That's what happened in our situation where I was driving the girls home one day and there was a kid crawling in a crosswalk.
Oh, geez.
That's a problem.
And like, as I pulled up, I said to the girls, it scared me. I'm like, this effing moron.
Yeah.
And they're like, Dad. And I'm like, guys, he's crawling. If somebody came along with a humongous truck, never would have saw this kid.
How old was the kid?
Oh, the kid was probably like maybe a middle schooler. He wasn't a little kid. He was goofing off, and it's like there's a time and a place. Crawling across the street,
Yeah.
no.
That's a subject that, someday
Is
I'll
there
be
any time you can crawl across the street?
Yeah, I don't think so.
If you've been hurt.
I don't think so. At some point, we're going to do a segment where we're like, tell us the worst thing you've seen a parent let a kid do, like out in public, right? Because that's crazy. Crawling across the street. Wow. The mom in this case, when the guy said she was rude, said she can't be rude. She's only 7. That's what she said to the man.
No, there's plenty of
the
rude
man
7-year-olds out
says,
there.
"Yeah, well, I'm her elder, and she needs to show me a little respect."
Okay, no. We're kind of.
He didn't swear.
No, I know we didn't. That she is at 7. She should know what's rude and what's not, or be taught right then and there, like what you just did was rude. But at the same time, this whole "I'm your elder." There's some elders out there that don't have both paddles in the water.
It's not because he's an elder. It's because he's a
human
person.
being, he's somebody, a stranger. I would definitely reprimand the kid for this, for just being in the grocery store and, not being fast enough. He's an old guy. I would say, don't you talk to him like that, ever. People were saying the guy shouldn't call her rude, regardless of what she did, because she's a child. It's up to her mother to deal with her behavior. Yeah, but some parents don't deal with it,
Right.
do they? We've all seen it.
But if
kid acting like
you're not dealing, if I'm using it as an example, if Laura's not dealing with her son's attitude,
yeah.
then why am I going to get into it? Because she's probably, if she's not going to straighten him out, do you think she's going to straighten me out?
The guy didn't get upset. He was very chill. He basically just said, apparently, well, she should respect me. I'm an elder. And she's like, well, I don't think so. But anyway, it's just kind of an interesting, situation. That's just something we can bring up on the air. Like, what's the worst thing you ever seen? A parent, like, or a free ranger, like, whatever. I get nervous in grocery stores when I see a kid standing up in the grocery cart. I get so nervous. One move of that thing slips. That kid's going over end onto the floor. I saw that. Kid was fooling around, standing in a grocery cart, not on the seat, in the grocery cart. You know, some parents put their kid in the seat, like in the thing. Makes me nervous. I don't like that at all. But anyway.
Are you going to say something?
No, I just get concerned. I actually kind of get close to them.
Think you're going to catch them if they fall?
No, I'm actually serious. I will go wander by where they are and just kind of keep an eye on it, because if the kid, anything happens to that grocery cart, you know, I want to stop the kid from hitting their head. Isn't that weird?
No, what you're doing is right, but
I'm not saying anything. No, I'm not saying anything. All right. Well, look, we got a break. And a little engineer talk in there. We come back for the Buzz Plusers. That's coming up. Comments on this, if you got, Greg at morningbuzz.com. Let me know. All right. Love hearing from you guys. Thanks for checking in with us on the Buzz 24/7. And we will see you tomorrow. Buzz Plusers, hold up. We got more coming up next. Hey, folks, last summer I started talking about Cozy Earth and how much I love their bamboo sheets. Let me tell you, perfect for summer. They keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And right now you can save an astounding 30% off by using the keyword BUZZ. And they don't do just sheets. They do everything: bedding, bath, sleepwear, loungewear, skincare, and more. And it's all 30% off if you go to morningbuzz.com/deals and use the code word BUZZ. It's the best deal you're going to get anywhere. Save 30% off on Cozy Earth. Go to morningbuzz.com/deals, code word BUZZ.
It's Kelly with a new tool for getting new customers, and that's bringing me on as your company's next influencer. I'm now open for business, and we'll share what you do with the Buzz audience in ways you'll love. Go to morningbuzz.com's advertise link today.